Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having an awesome day. My name is Don Stefanie, and I'll be talking to you today on our ongoing reseller series that we do each month. I've been doing this for quite a little while. These are designed really just to be an update that we share with you each month, and I try to keep these really brief. It is month end or really close to month end typically when I'm doing these, so I'm certainly aware as a part of our reseller community that you have a lot of work to do and you're trying to get your month wrapped up correctly. So I'm gonna slow roll the beginning of this. It is something that for you, for those of you, I see some familiar faces. Those of you who are here each time, that that I want to at least welcome our new folks and show folks how we do some things on the webinar. If you have a question during this, I will try to get to it during the course of the webinar, of course. There's a little question bubble down there. There's a chat feature. I try to monitor those along the way. So if I keep my eye on that, I often am able to answer that on the fly. If not, if I miss any, of course, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Many of you are probably already working with our team here at VoIP Supply, so if you're working with our experts already, you may ask them as well. But I'll try to get to all your questions today if there are any. I try to keep this pretty simple. I'm not the most technical person on the planet, but I've been doing this a little while, over 10 years here at VoIP Supply, so I'm familiar with the technology at a decent level. And certainly I'm always excited to bring up the new products and services and things that we're offering here for our reseller community so you can take them, grow your business, take them out to your end clients, and continue to grow a very happy customer base. For those of you who are just tuning in or new to VoIP Supply and what we do, we've been around for a while. I guess the math there is, about 19 years or so, or close to it at this point. We started really on the hardware side of things, really focused on that open SIP standard that we all love, and that's been our mainstay for all those years. We have a huge catalog, thousands of products, everything really related or very adjacent to this space to help you bring very complete solutions out there when you're delivering your services. So again, more than 50 years of experience. It's actually quite a bit more than, I may have to revamp that slide. We have a new team member, Rod McCree. You may run into him. He's out there reaching out to you and hopefully getting off to a great start as one of the team members here at VoIP Supply. So a special welcome to him. And let me move on to this and kind of get into the meat of why we do this every month. Again, I am going to keep this brief. I am going to introduce some products here, and I'm not going to go crazy on the speeds and feeds for the different devices or even services that we might be featuring today, because that's what your teammates and the experts here at VoIP Supply will do with you one-on-one. Feel free, again, myself or any of the folks that you work with here, reach out. Any questions you have about anything you see here today, we're certainly happy to help. So I've got this device at home, this Yealink WH66. We were fortunate enough to get some of these for demos, for the demo purposes, and I've got one of these literally at home for my work from home setup. Really enjoying it. I don't know if you noticed there on the left, that's a wireless charger. So I throw my smartphone on there, it's charging while I'm on the fly. It's hooked up to my laptop by USB, and you can use both very simply and easily with that awesome headset. My Parrot tends to be a little louder than the awesome acoustic shield technology that it offers can block out sometimes, because he's really something else. But for the most part, any background noise that's a little more normal can be blocked out with the technology called acoustic shield that Yealink offers in this headset. It's an excellent quality headset. I've heard nothing but good feedback as I've asked some folks about the quality of the call as I've been testing this device out and using it at home. The speakerphone works well when the headset's hung up on that cradle there recharging, and a little magnetic catch on there, which is also a nice little feature, so you know it's on there properly. When the call comes in, if you don't have the headset on, you still can use the speakerphone, and the quality on that is also excellent. So just a really nice product. I'm going to put this more in the coming soon category. There are some out there, demos available. There's limited quantities. So really the quantities on hand right now are really for you, our reseller community, so that you can get your hands on this if you want to, put it through its paces and decide whether it's something that you think your customer base will like. This day and age, as you know, we're all in that work from home mode for the most part. I'm fortunate enough to be able to come into the office most days, but when I am at home, this is what I'm using currently. And I think it's a really nice entry point too. I've seen some similar products on the market that have been kind of maybe even preceding this by a little bit. but the price point here is really excellent. I think you'll enjoy that, and makes it a much easier sell, especially for that, that small office, home office user. And this second device here, now this one I'm not going to claim to be a big expert on. We have some folks here in-house that are way better at Mobotix in general than I am. But the general understanding of what this does, the Mobotix Cloud Bridge, it basically is an awesome way so you can take a look at your security cameras all in one, pretty much on the go from the cloud. You don't need a local server. It's plug and play, super easy to use. So this is perfect for me, actually. So no IT skills required, and this is up 24/7, so you can basically take a look at your camera network and see what's going on with your security the whole time. So you can just access this on the fly with applications, and some other really nice features of it in terms of what that device allows. It basically is also has cyber-safe security built into it, so GDPR compliant. It is also it also protects against failure. It acts as a buffer, so you can actually you'll actually have some backup there, right there, so that if anything goes wrong, you're going to have some ability to view your security footage and everything. So 13 data centers, so a really nice cloud offering from Mobotix. If you want to know more about it, please contact us, and we'll get more detail to you on that. But this day and age, with everyone living on a lot of camera feeds and a lot of remote security and remote monitoring of things, it's a perfect product right now. I'm going to take a breath because sometimes I forget to. This GNOME, the M10R, I just put out a nice proposal on some of these the other day. This is a fantastic entry to the lineup. It is a ruggedized handset, so you can bounce this one. This is a common ask these days with anyone doing a mobile solution. Many of the mobile solutions we're doing now tend to be, folks on the go in a workplace with hard floors like warehouses or, hospitals and health centers where you're dropping them on polished hard floors and they break if it's not something rugged. So GNOME's DECT solutions have long been a favorite here. It's kind of the way I really kind of got introduced to GNOME a long time back, and they continue to lead the way in these solutions. And this rugged handset is no exception. So this product, for those of you out there that are working with part of our family, the Sangoma lineup, free PBX or PB Exact, very popular products for us, especially with the ability to deliver both on-prem for PB Exact and in the cloud. But really, that on-prem solution, this is what we lead with, as you all know. But to get that mobility piece and to allow for calls on the fly, this is a fantastic new option for you. The Sangoma Connect. I'm just going to slow down here and try not to make this too obvious, but the Zulu product never really was never really easy to use, didn't take off easily, but this is really going to be that replacement, I think, for the most part, for both you folks on PB Exact or pre-PBX. This is really going to be the way to go. This is going to be an easier to use product to use on your mobile device and appears if you're really working from your office each day. So this is actually a very powerful new tool, much cleaner, much easier, and I think you're all going to enjoy this. And it will. The licensing on this is where you'll want to ask. I know if you've already got a Zulu solution in place or you're buying PB Exact already, that you may already have some questions wandering around your head about the licensing side. They kind of translate over, so the Connect is just the new way to go. And already out there, you're already going to see that out there in the app stores, so you could put it on both platforms. So let's move on to our top-selling brand this day, which is Poly. They still lead the way, as you all know, and if you've used their products in the past, their audio technology has been fantastic, and they are on most of the major platforms, major service providers, especially the ones that I know that we support as a master agent here at VoIP Supply. They're still leading the way, and what they're coming out with in the next, starting this month and then as we move forward, you're going to see some upcoming products to really kind of hone in on that home office, small office user with their webcams and USB headsets and devices that are designed to work very well from home office, or if you have to move quickly from work to home, this is a great way to go. The P5 kits are going to be out there, so there's several different ones. They're basically be packaged up with various models of the Blackwire headset, or even a little more cordless option like Voyager, the Voyager 4200 series, and I know the Sync 20, which is kind of like that desk speaker phone that you see in there in the lower right side of that P5 kit frame. But just a great way, higher end, higher quality than most people are probably running today, so it's a nice upgrade for your home office use. And the same thing with the P15. This is more of this is definitely a nicer, higher end device, where you've got the audio and video experience kind of all coming out of that bar. It's kind of like a mini bar, like a mini sound bar, camera bar building like you see in those huddle room solutions out there, but a much smaller version for personal use with that high quality audio that you know and love from Poly. So just a really nice plug and play, easy way to go. All this stuff works really nice, just USB out of the box, sort of like that P21 on the far right as I move through there. Again, a built-in camera solution and screen all in one, and you can just kind of plug it in with USB to your laptop to really have a cool, or even desktop. Obviously, those are less likely to have the screen, so if you're running a desktop too, but just a real easy plug it in, go solution, high quality, and crystal clear display. Good way to go for that upgrade for homework. Let's make sure I didn't advance 2 slides there. I think I did not. So sorry if I'm bouncing back and forth there. But I wanted to bring to your attention to an end-of-life notice from Yealink. So these models, the 23G, T40G, are going end of life. Those of you who are used to that, either of those models, and those of you still living in the Yealink T20 series world, just kind of want to be on notice that the T30 series, this new T31G, T33G options, these are recommended replacements for those entry levels, and I think you'll see a little bit more to come on that. But these are great devices. I've already got many partners have made that transition over to the T30s, and I suggest that, you know, if you can kind of get some in, at least to take a look at so you understand where that product line is headed. It'll make your transition into these products easier. There's been some inventory left, as I noted on the slide there, but yeah, I highly encourage you to be ready for that, because as you know, if you've been a long time Yealink reseller, or if you have not, it tends to be that Yealink keeps things around, and they want their partners that are using these products to have ample time to transition onto the next models. But then all of a sudden the inventory kind of goes away because the production runs stop, and the inventory is out there, might be plentiful or seem like it for a while, and then one day we look back and all of a sudden we can't get them anymore because a couple big deals happen out there for partners. So just keep an eye on that, and if you need help getting any of those T30 series phones in, please let me know. Let your VoIP expert over here at VoIP Supply know, and we'll get you into these new products. Another end-of-life announcement that I want to mention for those of you using Sangoma products for your gateways. There are a couple products going away, and that's like just on Monday. So they are going to be marked end-of-life, and I don't know how many are left. I couldn't even tell you that at the time of this presentation. Of course, if you do need either of those or had them on a proposal out to your clients already, let us know, and we'll let you know what we've got and if we can get those out to you. But you know, you do have replacement options. The Vega Gateway series are there, and those are used widely already. I put these on proposals as little as 2 days ago, so I'm definitely recommending the Vega product line anyway already to most folks. So if you do need that, you know, ask me, ask the team. If you have any technical questions, hardware support at VoIPsupply.com is always an option. If you're one of our clients, you bought anything from us, fire in a quick email, it opens a ticket, and hardware support at VoIPsupply.com can help you with any hardware or technical questions that you might have about things you buy from us or are considering buying. So I'm going to mention Yealink again here. Not only do they have that really cool new headset package out there now, but they've got a program here for deal reg and up to 4% off. So this is a great incentive. you know, we can help you get the more, you know, the more details of it, and I can fire over some info about what's eligible. But basically, you've got, you know, they're putting this in place for this year for deal reg, and they like to know when the big opportunities are out there. They're helpful. The folks over at Yealink, you know, will help us lock in those deals. It's important because as a reseller, you know, especially if you get in those larger opportunities, or maybe even not so much large, but even just a well-known client that may be going out to bid, or, you know, is out there kind of shopping, that you want to lock this in for yourself. So we should register the deals out for you. So reach out to your VoIP expert here, and we'll help you get a deal registered so that you can get a little extra discount in most cases. And then on top of that, make sure that if someone else comes to Yealink with that opportunity, that you're not second to the table on it, because they will protect that deal and the partners that register it. And another partner program, as we mentioned Snow for a new product earlier, I want to mention that there is also a trade-in program for Snow, and this program is basically a rebate program designed out there, and this will help you be a hero to your end client. So 5 or more phones for the deal, and at least till mid-year it looks like this has been extended, which is great. So this would be at the snowamericas.com site for you to find that. So that's how you would find that. That's Snowamericas with an S at the end. And that's where you would go to find anything from on the partner program related side from Snow. So great partner, in touch with them on a daily basis. If you have any questions, if you need NFR products, as long as you're an official partner, they will send you out that welcome kit. And within that welcome kit is also the info you need to apply for NFR products, so you can test them out or display them for your clients and show them how your solutions come across on those devices, which I assure you will be fantastic. And as I mentioned, that the reseller program, I want to just kind of mention that generally speaking. If you're a newer partner for VoIP Supply in the reseller program, a couple things. Make sure when you're logging in that you're on that partner page instead of the normal front splash page, so you'll know that way that you're in the reseller program properly. On those pages, we have a lot more links to the services we offer as a master agent, a lot more information about upcoming events, a lot more information about new product releases, and then pricing programs and things like that we're talking about today. Make sure you're signed up that way. And also, when it comes down to it, to get that NFR program or to take advantage of that, the type of things that we're talking about here with Snow today and other partners, you have to sign up as a reseller in their world too. Even though VoIP Supply may recognize you and understand that you're a reseller and you're qualified and we have you defined as such, we really try to help our partners understand who you are as well, and in most cases, including Snow, if you want us to give you that reseller pricing and help you there, you do need to be officially recognized as a reseller within their program as well. So in the brand pages at VoIP Supply, when you kind of hover up over on the website when you first log in, there's over the logo, it'll pop up brands. Will be on one side. You hover there. If you go to any of the brands that offer these programs, we have on the general brand page a link to the reseller program sign up. So we make it really easy for you. And it goes right over to Snow in this case, since that's what we're talking about here, but or either any of the manufacturers that have a program, we send it out to them, and we do a really nice job of interfacing to make sure they see that you've applied, and they'll respond and then give us the positive thumbs up, and we get your reseller information in the system, so then we can get you the appropriate discounts that you're entitled to as a partner officially of any of these vendors. So, and I know I mentioned this along the way, and probably most of you are doing something to deliver the services themselves to your clients. But I don't know. I guess one thing to really consider about is that oftentimes one size doesn't fit all. So if you ever run into a situation with the solution that you tend to offer, or maybe it's your, I'm going to say it kind of simply, like a cookie cutter option. So you've got a certain way that you go about selling the solution. And if you ever run into a situation that the way you're doing things might not be a great fit, then you should probably give us a call, because we work with about 16 or so of some of the best the very best solution providers out there. So if you need something white labeled, we have white label options. If you need international DIDs, we have partners that offer DIDs internationally. If you need, I don't know, something with video, a video built into their solution and their UCaaS solution, collaboration is important. So whatever features and functions are super important to you and your client for a particular need or a particular case study, and you can't quite shoehorn it into what you do because it's just outside the scope and makes you nervous that you might not be delivering everything the client needs, please reach out to us. Chances are that one of the partners out there that we work with can do that for you as well. And even though it may not be your go-to, now you have something new in your toolbox to go out there and offer the perfect solution. And that's something that I think we pride ourselves in. And I know our solution provider partners absolutely do too. And you can see some listed at the bottom of the screen: Broadvoice, Peerless Network, Sangoma, of course, OnSIP, System, and NextEvo. We list those here. There are many more. And if something that you need is outside your normal scope, let us help you kind of fit in there. And of course, you will therefore get recurring revenue through our program. You'll receive that commission just like you would if you're a direct partner of these different providers. On top of that, also we'll often discount. We offer a discount in addition on your hardware purchases through us based on your aggregate business with us. So the more you grow, the more you save. And of course, that recurring revenue is nice, as you all know. A quick mention of this, since we're in the reseller community today, I'd love to talk a little bit about the white labeling option for Fanville phones, their XU series, which is their real go-to of their product lineup right now. High quality devices. These have the ability to have that neutral branded bezel instead of Fanville printed up there like we're used to seeing. You can do a couple things. You can actually get a printed plate put in there with your company logo on there, and also they do that screen splash too, as we have highlighted there in the lower left. That you can put your logo there on boot up as well, or put yours on the bezel and your customers down there on that boot up. So different ways to do some cool things that really differentiate and put yourself and your brand in front of your customer every time they're sitting down working in front of their phone. So, and again, we also do some things here. There are minimum order quantities, as you know, with most vendors, and trying to get stuff custom labeled. VoIP Supply really lowers the bar of entry there for you by doing the minimum order quantity for you. Therefore, you can buy in smaller quantities. And the details of that, ask me after this webinar, or ask the teammate here that you work with at VoIP Supply on a regular basis, and the details will be provided. And I made it under that 30-minute window that I like to do, especially here at month end. And if there's any questions and you want to throw those into that question bubble down there, or even in the live chat, I'll read that right now too. I haven't really seen too many questions. I did get one as I was walking in earlier, because I had talked a little bit about some of the things I was going to present today, and a client asked about the pricing on those WH66s and those new poly devices. There are too new for me to know exactly where they'll end up. You'll see some pricing on the demo and the demo ones that are available right now. So if you need some of the limited quantity stocks that's out there, I think they're probably low twos, very low twos for those WH66. I'm not 100% on that because I haven't really done a ton on proposals yet. Just really mostly kind of introing it to my clients. But just keep an eye on that. We'll keep you posted as the inventory becomes available and it'll become crystal clear in terms of how to create proposals for you. But for now, I just encourage getting your hands on those from a demo purpose standpoint, so you can enjoy, of course, using them like I do, and then be able to talk about it with your clients and say, yeah, this is actually a really nice product. So same thing with that new Poly series, the P5, 15, 21, those few devices. I don't really know the pricing on all that yet. But I know that Poly's been pretty competitive in bringing those home solutions, small solutions out lately, so it should be good price points. With that, I think I'll bring this to a close since I don't have any other questions coming in. Again, highly encourage reaching out to us anytime. Just give us a call, give me a call directly. That's my direct information, so I'll pick up whenever possible and get back to you if I somehow miss you. But please reach out. Please leverage our relationships with the partners we talked about. Please leverage our ability to help you find a way to keep growing your recurring revenue stream here in the VoIP space. And we'll look forward to serving you here as we roll into the next month of 2021. I can't even believe the first 2 months have already flown by. I think this time of year, normally I'm thinking about heading out to channel partners, and I know since everything's kind of postponed and pushed off, we're going to have to kind of do our own, research and hype and working on the products. But I know Mary, our marketing manager, product manager, she's over there saying how amazing it is how many new products are coming out. So keep a real sharp eye on the partner page and keep in touch with your team about what's coming up, because there's a ton of new releases. So I think that's pretty exciting, considering for a lot of folks, business has been stable and now starting to kind of kick back in. But I think it's neat that our big partners are risking R&D and development time and putting out new products in a time where I think a lot of businesses are still a little bit on the worried side. But I think we're seeing some good numbers, some good pulse. So if you have any questions and want any suggestions on any of these adjacent space products or products to fit within your solutions, give me a shout, give your team a shout, and I really appreciate you joining me today, and I look forward to speaking with you again next month, or of course one-on-one after the webinar. So have a great afternoon all. Thank you very much again for joining us.